Yesterday was the first time Tyreek Hill spoke to reporters since the aftermath of the game that was played by the Dolphins following the detainment of Tyreek Hill. We've learned a lot since that day. We've seen the video. You know what I think about the video. I've written about it. I've talked about it. We'll talk to Omar Kelly about it coming up. One of the things that is encouraging to me, because we had a clip of Tyreek Hill with NBC Nightly News earlier in the week, and it set up a little bit of an alternate reality between how he characterized his initial interaction with the officers who pulled him over, believing he was going approximately 60 miles per hour in a 40-mile-per-hour zone, and what we saw in that body cam footage. So Tyreek Hill was asked a very specific question yesterday. Do you think your attitude could have been better towards the police? Here's what he had to say.
My whole life is all about accountability. Like, how can I get better? So right now, I have family members who are cops. We've had conversations. Yes, I will say I could have been better. I could have let down my window, in that instant. But the thing about me is, man, I don't want attention. I don't want to be like cameras out, phones on you, in that moment. But at the end of the day, I'm human. I gotta follow rules. I gotta, do what everyone else would do. So now, does that give them the right to literally beat the dog out of me? Absolutely not. But at the end of the day, I wish I could go back and, do things a bit differently.
He's getting there. And we have been discussing all week that it's impossible for the two sides to come to a true understanding and move forward in a cooperative and productive way if they're going to be in their separate corners pointing fingers at each other. Tyreek Hill understood the police union is going to come out and say things to support the officers. The Dolphins will say things to support Tyreek Hill and the other two players who were coming to his aid and were treated poorly by police, Calais Campbell and Jonnu Smith. But until we get to, and I think maybe we're getting there, the understanding that there's blame to go around. And I've got the emails from people like, how can you defend Tyreek Hill? I'm not defending Tyreek Hill. The reaction to what he said and did was extreme. He shouldn't have rolled his window up. That is a very real safety protocol. When a police officer is making a stop, you put up the window is tinted. You don't know what the guy is getting out of his glove box or from under his seat. You don't know what he's doing in there. You leave the windows down, period. His attitude was basically, Homer Simpson, just give me a ticket. I pay my taxes pay your salary, just give me a ticket. He didn't say that, but that was the attitude. Just give me a ticket, man, I'm late. That's not cooperative. That's not helpful. But the answer isn't to punish the guy. I'll show you to not be cooperative. We're going to drag you out of the car. We're going to throw you down on the ground. Even though you've gotten the message, even though everything changed the moment he knew that he was in trouble, that wasn't good enough for the police officers, or at least for the one who was the ringleader who's been on administrative duties. That's where the other fault lies. The reaction to Tyreek Hill's initial lack of cooperation was uncalled for, was extreme. And that's where I've come down on it from the get-go. And I hope that that's where Tyreek Hill is arriving himself. Based upon the clip we just saw and heard, the answer is maybe. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.